The man stripped off his clothes as SWAT officers stormed in and dragged him into a police van. When officers searched the house thoroughly, they were stunned to find it filled with law books. The man had disappeared for 10 years, only to spend that time studying law. On the wall hung a photo of a prosecutor shaking hands with a criminal. The prosecutor, Jack, came to question Bruce about the case. And surprisingly, Bruce told him everything. Jack thought the case was straightforward and turned to leave, but Bruce stopped him. He had a deal to make. 10 years earlier, 2 intruders had broken into Bruce's home and tied up him and his wife. Bobby stabbed Bruce, then tried to assault his wife. Their daughter walked out of her room, and Bobby took her too. Both the wife and daughter were assaulted and murdered. Bruce survived, but the trauma haunted him. The 2 criminals were quickly caught. Bruce went to Jack, asking him to defend him in court. But knowing Bobby had powerful connections and wanting to protect his own record, Jack secretly conspired with Bobby. In the end, the judge sentenced David, who hadn't killed anyone, to death with a 10-year reprieve. Meanwhile, the actual killer Bobby got just a 3-year sentence. After the trial, Bobby shook Jack's hand in public. Bruce saw this and was filled with rage. 10 years later, David was executed. Police discovered the lethal injection had been tampered with. On the vial were markings Jack instantly recognized Bobby's handwriting. He ordered officers to investigate immediately. Meanwhile, Bobby was at home watching the news. Suddenly, the phone Rongo voice warned him the cops were on their way. Panicked, Bobby followed the caller's instructions and rushed to a marked police car. Inside sat a uniformed officer. Bobby stole the officer's gun and forced him to drive to an abandoned warehouse. He planned to kill the officer. But then the phone rang again this time. The voice matched the officer sitting beside him. The man removed his disguise. Bobby pulled the trigger, but a poison needle shot from the grip and injected him. His body went limp. The man tied him up and displayed a collection of torture tools, explaining each one. Then he injected Bobby with adrenaline to keep him awake. He pulled over a mirror taped with photos of Bruce's wife and daughter. Bobby would be forced to watch everything. Later, Bobby's dismembered body was found cut into 28 pieces. The warehouse was traced back to Bruce. SWAT quickly launched an arrest, leading to the opening scene. Bruce was sent to prison but used his legal knowledge to exploit loopholes and escape conviction. Jack had no choice but to ask Bruce what he wanted. Bruce simply said he wanted a mattress.
Let me think about that for a second. How about, fuck no.
After Jack left, he received an emergency call. At that very moment, a package had arrived at his home. His daughter thought it was a cartoon DVD and played it on the television. To her horror, it was footage of the dismemberment. She burst into tears. Jack panicked. He wanted to use the tape as evidence, but the man in it wore a mask. There was no way to link it to Bruce. With no other option, Jack delivered the mattress to the prison. Due to copyright restrictions, this is all the content I am able to show.